This sunny and windy day, I'm standing at a spot called the Xerxes throne. Purportedly, the Persian leader stood up here about 2,500 years ago to watch the Battle of Salamis, where the Greeks, the United Greeks, were giving their final stand to protect their freedom. Xerxes has just conquered Athens and he was expecting to be victorious. Little did he know. Xerxes thought that he was holding the world in his hands. He believed that he was in control of everything. He invaded Greece because he was aspiring to expand his kingdom. The Persian leader had a first-hand experience that the world is more complex than he thought. The problem is that many leaders nowadays and many business owners are making the same mistake as Xerxes did. They believe that they control everything. They do not sense the information coming from the environment. And why this happens? Because they don't listen to their people. Your people is the most valuable source of energy for your organization. They can provide you with knowledge, skills, and creative ideas. Complexity is inherent in nature, is inherent in our environment. We have created a complicated world, we have made our lives difficult, but definitely we have not invented complexity. Complexity exists since the beginning, since the Big Bang. What complexity means is that there are so many factors affecting what is happening around us that we cannot possibly predict the future. We cannot control each and every factor that affects our future plans. And Xerxes learned his lesson. If we want to create an adaptive organization, an organization with increased chances of survival, we have to embrace complexity. We have to understand how this works. And this is why we have to let our people free to sense the environmental changes and provide us with invaluable information. Information that we can transform into creative ideas, into applicable ideas. This is the blood of your system, like in our bodies. This is what gives you life. And this is what is going to make you an adaptive organization. The only thing that we can do is to sense the environment so we can rapidly adapt to its changes. And who is going to sense the environment? Our people. They are the sensors of our system. So leave some free space to your people to think and act. They need to be empowered. Of course, you have to train them to be responsible, to be accountable for their actions. You have to support the environment. This is your role as a leader. Supporting the environment means that you provide the environment with all the necessary resources needed for the business to thrive, for the business to grow. Whether this is funds, knowledge, skills, or more ideas. Try to hold some water in your hands. If you keep it gently and give it some space to stand, and if your hands are tightly attached to each other, you may hold it for a while. Some of it will leak out, so you need to refill. Try now to control it. What happens? You lose the whole thing. The same happens with businesses. Complexity theory teaches us that the system knows how to grow to benefit its survival. Give it some space to breathe, and during the process, support it as much as you can, and refill it with energy, with resources of all kinds. If you become controlling, you will stifle your system. It will lose its energy, its creativity, and the most important thing, its flexibility, its inherent tendency to find the best possible way to thrive. Of course, the job doesn't end here. We also know that a complex system's behavior can become chaotic if it goes beyond a critical point. So the leader is there not only to feed the system with the necessary energy, but to also restore its dynamic equilibrium. Think of how a society evolves, the values we once had and the values we have now. Can you tell how this evolution happened? Design a general vision followed by simple rules and then let them do their work. It's to their benefit to find the right course of action to meet the business goals. We need to develop flexible and adaptive systems because lack of adaptation equals extinction. What we see as a system's behavior, it is just the emergent state of the coexistence of its agents, the building blocks of the system. Your business is a living organism, and your people are the key agents, its building blocks. They coexist and they co-adapt in a way that will benefit themselves and eventually the whole organization. So the question is, how much control do we have over our decisions, our lives, our businesses? There are so many factors affecting our future that we cannot possibly predict them. We can only assume. We need to develop our systemic thinking and take a holistic approach. We cannot increase our awareness by breaking down the system into pieces and try to only understand the individual behavior of its constituents. The collective behavior is something emergent, not predicted by the individual elements. It is defined by their co-adaptive interaction. We cannot just add the individual contribution. What we have is a synergistic effect. We need to understand how a business works as a unit. We must constantly monitor the environment and listen to our people who are in constant contact with it. Let the information flow. We said that we don't have much control over our lives, so we just stay inert, doing nothing. We also said that the system is defined by the co-adaptive interaction of its agents. We are part of the system, and as agents, we may not have control over everything, but we can definitely affect it. Even small changes, even minor actions, may bring major effects. This is how complexity works. The thing is to make a positive contribution. We humans are complex units as well. We need to create human-friendly organizations, ones that fit our nature, not ones that go against it. The secret is to care enough about our people, and we will definitely figure it out how to lead them effectively. We need to build mutual trust. We need to embrace emergence. After all, we are all humans who lead humans.